We are live.
You're a small movie, we have problems. I don't know what traffic's like.
Put that back down. Got that very update done. Go to YouTube thing. Chat. What's up, David? Corey? Oh, I was gonna tell you when Paul was talking about that accident or whatever. So I went to FPU office this morning and she comes out and she tells me, yeah, they arrested some guy this weekend. I said, for what? They said some guy he got caught at 3 different gate stations beating the hell out of the meters with a sledgehammer. I said, what a jackass. I was like, what the hell was he thinking? So yeah, he got federal charges put on him for that. That dude's in a lot of trouble. Apparently he
Takes all kinds, doesn't it?
yeah, apparently he went into 3 different gate stations, and these are where the big, 800, 1200 PSI lines are running to, where that's our point of connection to our main lines. And he went inside there, broke inside the gate, 3 different ones, and beat the hell out of them with the sledgehammer. And then he ended up getting caught at the 3rd one. Because the problem is when he broke a bunch of the shit off the gate station, everything dropped. All the pressures and everything dropped, and they got alerts about it. And so they went to the first 2 to figure out what was going on, noticed the damage. Well, they ended up catching the guy at the 3rd one. The sheriff's caught him inside the gate, beating the hell out of the 3rd one.
Wow. Oh, Dominic.
Hey, good evening.
What's up, Rod? But I mean, that's if that fucking sledgehammer would have caught a spark or something when he was hitting one of those pipes, he would have been done.
Yeah.
He
Little
would've been gone.
Laura, how you doing? She says hi to you and I and everybody in the chat.
Hey, I made it.
And Paul Hodges is
Okay.
back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Good to hear.
Okay, cool.
Then I don't know what happened, but on our main road in town, those little cement mediums between the both sides of the road. They're usually about that thick, about that wide.
Yeah.
They run down and separate the 2 lanes on both sides. Yeah, there was one that was probably about, I don't know, 200 feet, and it was just completely torn up. I don't know what the hell happened to it, but the cops were out there and had the road all shut down and everything.
Dustin?
Never did hear what happened.
Okay.
What's up, Dustin?
Hi, Laura.
Yeah, that's true, Corey. The Darwin Award for sure.
Yeah.
Got that right. Let's go into a gas gate station. Start whacking the pipes. Always good thing.
Recording, down about 30 minutes, well, recording tracks, the lights out.
Well, Dominic, I hit my 4,000 hours, but it hasn't updated.
Okay, then.
But I have a total altogether 5,000.
Yeah.
800 of those are for the shorts.
Yeah.
4.2 are for my videos.
I'll be right back, gang. Mia wants to go out.
Yeah, I gotta.
Oh, I go sign.
Old t-shirt from like a year and a half ago. I was screwing around with my sister's t-shirt making machine thing.
I have to, you know what? Come on back.
No, to answer Rod's question, who in Darwin determines the Darwin Awards?
Yeah, the
Well,
Darwin.
it's named. I think that is a satirical quip there, but
Isn't Darwin an Australian thing?
I don't know, because Darwin in Australia is actually named after Charles Darwin, and I think the whole Darwin Awards thing is
I did say hi to you, Laura, twice.
we try what I believe the Darwin Awards is trying to thin out the gene pool, is Darwin and this theory of evolution. I think that's what it is. I'm sorry if I'm all serious there, but I know it's a joke, but I just thought I'd add a little bit of educational content to the day, because we don't get too much educational content on here.
Okay, so a Darwin Award.
They're just on the
That's-
news saying that 6 more people were shot downtown Detroit by young people.
That's nice. So apparently it was made up by the Usenet news group discussion
Yeah.
around 1985. They recognize individuals who have supposedly contributed to human evolution, taking themselves out of the gene dying or becoming sterilized
Yeah.
by their own actions.
Yeah. It's pretty much like play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. I didn't know the origin of that. That's why I was curious about it. You guys started talking about it.
No, yeah.
I thought it was like a really old saying, but it really isn't.
No, it's only about 40 years old, I reckon.
Hey,
same
Rod,
year,
how you doing? I didn't see you in here.
Only 30 then.
37, same age as me.
And
Oh, great.
Dustin's here. Yep. Little Lama Laura said that you didn't say hi to her.
I said hi to her twice. She didn't hear me.
She said she's gonna cry.
Oh, nice, yeah. What's up, Jody?
Jody.
Hey, Drone Shots Jody.
What's up, Mike?
Michael.
There goes Dustin. Is your headache because of Justin, Laura? And then Dustin says, quick, get someone a Q-tip to clean out her ears.
AZ wants
Yeah,
to know
just
if the
like that.
headache is from Justin and Little Lama Laura.
Yeah.
So Laura, how's David doing? Is he doing okay? He isn't checked in yet.
Who?
David. Not Dave, David. Her
Oh.
David.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of Davids around.
I took a riding lawnmower through a drive-through down in Leamington there. And
Yeah,
What?
that's
but anyways, cops are called, he was impaired.
And you know, you can get, well, at least down here, technically you can still get trouble for drinking and driving, even if it's
Oh, yeah.
if it's any
Lawnmower.
kind of motorized vehicle.
Dustin, did you see what Laura put in the chat?
Yeah,
But actually, it's illegal if you ride an e-bike and you've been charged with impaired because you're not allowed to have a motor vehicle. Yeah. You get caught
I
on
think
it.
that's the same here.
Yeah.
If you're on any form of wheels and you've been drinking,
yeah, I think you could even
You've
get
been
in trouble
charged
on a
with impaired.
bicycle.
Yeah, you can't drive anything with a wheel.
I mean, cause you don't even have to be driving to get in trouble, cause you can get a drunk in public charge too.
yeah,
And disturbing the peace. I mean, there's a bunch of different charges they could get you for if you're just drinking, walking around causing problems.
So SpaceX had to scrub their launch today. They were trying to.
Yeah.
Well,
The White House is diverting resources away from all space while negotiating to bring Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Bristol to call. Wheeler, serving time in a Washington prison after being convicted of spying, charges he denies. Bristol has been locked up since last month on similar charges. Wheeler's brother says all fears.
wow.
My pick's locked on PointsBet. You betting?
I'm going with Tronoden.
Hopefully it's nicer out tomorrow.
You guys see this? California?
Mm.
It was like a 7-Eleven store. Whole mob went in there and look at this.
Yeah, it's a,
They went in and raided the place, California.
yeah, it's a mob smash and grab because there's just too many people to deal with. They go in as a big mob and they just
Well, you
grab
know,
whatever
here's-
they want.
Here's what I don't get, okay? Do you remember about 5 or 10 years ago, the military had a thing that put out a sound wave that just everybody couldn't stand it and they scattered, didn't do anything to them, but they
Yeah, they
had it
have
on the
that.
back of a Jeep.
Yeah, they have one that heats up your body too.
Yeah, why doesn't the military give that over to the police departments? They go down the
And,
street, and people be running for the hills.
Some of the police departments actually do have those. But it's California. Now,
Yeah,
now the
major
store
answer.
owner is gonna get inconveniencing them by locking the door.
Exactly.
That's exactly
Not
what's gonna
wanting to
happen.
bring politics in it, but there's your answer.
It's California, cause here they would. And the hell out of all of them in the middle of the street.
Yep.
Why do you think we didn't have any problems with that shit when all the riots were going on and stuff? We didn't have that problem down here. Cause they weren't putting up with it. And they already, and then not only that, but the sheriffs down here were telling the citizens, arm up and protect your neighborhood. They come in your neighborhood, you start shooting them. Like, that's what the sheriffs down here were telling everybody. They were like, get your guns and you protect your neighborhood. And we'll be there to back you up. Cause we're not gonna put up with that. And guess what? It didn't happen down here. Because they knew down here, it was gonna be a fuck around and find out situation. But in
Yeah.
other states, they were letting them just do whatever they. it's the only
That's
reason they
fair
got away
for
with
you.
it.
Fair fire is a really good way to learn.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'll be back.
What's up, Mr. B? That's why they passed a bunch of laws down here too that made it legal to kill rioters. Like if they surround your car, you have every legal right to run them over.
Acoustic device LRAD.
Yep, that's it. There's some police departments that have that.
One acoustic device is gaining ground daily by being law enforcement's go-to choice for crowd control scenarios and search and rescue missions. That device is LRAD. I'm Terry Shepard, and this is digital justice.
They have one that heats up your body too, and it's really uncomfortable.
Robert, first question. What does LRAD stand for?
Long-range acoustic device.
Robert Putnam with LRAD Corporation gives the lowdown on this piece of popular yet contentious technology.
With the long-range acoustic device systems, we're able to project voice messages and alarm tones up to distances over to 2 miles. This stays focused in a 30 to 60 degree beam, and by allowing us to do that, the people at the other end absolutely understand the instructions that are being given them, and we can give them the instructions in any language. We have a highly intelligible, very robust product now that's being sold throughout the world to militaries, commercial security, maritime security, and then also for wildlife protection and control. And for law enforcement, they appreciate having a device that really works for communication. Bullhorns just don't cut it. In large outdoor situations, especially.
So how did this technology come about?
The genesis of LRAD really begins with the attack on the USS Cole in October of 2000.
And we know what happened.
Yeah, we killed,
it was bad.
killed many sailors. Yeah. How do we determine if
LRAD. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right, guys, I have to say I'm a little worried walking up here like you're gonna sneak in and turn it back on. Scott, you were the operator on that one.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Right.
You got the power switch you turn on. Power is activated by the control unit, which you have the on-off position.
Right.
This is a standard MP3 player, so you can put whatever test files, any kind of
can broadcast effectively up to 2 miles away and very powerfully. You can mount that on helicopters, fly over and be able to broadcast messages to hopefully the people in for suicide situations from bridges. Or I think you're referring to our alarm tone capability of this. So that's what's gotten most of the interest from people out there on the other side. We really don't look at
It's
this as
just a
any kind of
focused
weapon
beam of noise.
large crowd.
LRAD.
Intimidating its 2 senses. Some would say it is possible that they are. So that would be considered torture. My wife.
Oh, get out of here with the fucking bullshit torture. You're using it for crowd control.
You know, and I think they should, Chicago should have them, Detroit should have them, New York should have them.
Well, first,
Yeah,
They
they
just,
Ready to go.
yeah, it should be on top of a cruiser or whatever and just turn it on.
well, first they have to learn how to enforce the law first. That's foremost, because
Well, this is true.
because I'm just gonna say it. You know, New York, the NYPD is one of the worst police departments in the country. The crap that they enforce on people is insane. You want to talk about a corrupt ass police department that does not follow the law?
Chicago, they had them dancing on buses. They had all kinds of stuff. New York's had them. Detroit had and what they do is it's young people and they coordinate it on YouTube online or on TikTok.
But the new mayor,
Yes.
you can't blame the kids for that. They got
Oh, as kids, they don't have anything to do.
Yeah,
They're
sorry,
just
I'm
looking
back.
for something to do.
Yeah, it's bloody TikTok.
Might have to sue.
I blame TikTok.
Well, Minnesota was the first to, was it Minnesota?
That is
No, Montana. Montana was the first one to ban it now. I
good.
already see a bunch of other
Should be
states
banned.
doing it,
Fuck it.
but there
If
is
I
a-
don't like it, it should be banned.
there is
Anything
a-
I don't like should be banned. Yeah.
There is a case though for freedom of speech on that side of it,
Understandably.
but we'll have to see if it gets taken to federal court. Because most likely the state Supreme Court's gonna uphold it, but then it's gonna go to the US Supreme Court. Because there's already lawyers on the other side suing about it, so if they go, then it's gonna be ultimately up to the US Supreme Court once they decide it's the final ruling.
Hey,
Yeah.
JDS.
Come up on the panel.
Because even if the federal government tries to ban it, it could still go to a Supreme Court case and it could still get overturned. Why? It ain't gonna hurt you none, Lori. All it's gonna do is boost YouTube's numbers.
Mm,
Cause then all these people are just gonna flood back to YouTube again.
yeah.
And most of them, there's a lot of them that do cross-platform videos and stuff. Like I said, if you look at a lot of them on YouTube, their numbers aren't as good.
Hmm.
There's not gonna be any incentive to stay on it, especially if they block any money coming from it. I mean,
Hmm.
honestly, if they wanna shut down TikTok, they could just say, we don't want them to, nobody can make money from it. And label that as a national security issue. And then they don't even have to ban the app. The app will collapse on its own. Because most creators are on there to make money.
Yeah,
If
you
there's
just you
no-
make it really hard.
If there's no money to be made, nobody's gonna wanna be on it.
Yeah, you
Or-
make it, what you could do is, pass a regulation that you cannot advertise on TikTok.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You screw with the money.
Yeah, like
of
$100,000 fine if you try to advertise on TikTok, and it would, just like you say, Justin, it would just disappear.
Yeah, I'm not saying
Yeah,
you don't have to,
Laura's coming to the defense of TikTok, so
you don't have to
Just-
ban, you just have to fuck with the money of TikTok.
Yeah.
And that they legally could do because that's not part of freedom of speech or any of the amendments. That the government could block and say,
or
because
just
it's a
make it
Chinese
really
company.
hard to do it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. All the government has to do is say it's because it's Chinese money and then it's coming from a Chinese app. No longer is that app allowed to move any money through any international or US banks. And that would be the end of it. It would collapse overnight, I guarantee you.
Mhm.
Because it's like YouTube. 80 to 90% of the creators on YouTube get on here with the goal to make money. If there's no money to be made, there's no point in posting to it. And nobody's going to want to. Because there's not going to be anything to make off of it. You're not going to get sponsorships because they can't sponsor you if they're not allowed to put money in there. Because you won't be able to do sponsor videos on there. Because no money would be allowed to be connected to it at all. That's where they would, that if they just did that, they could just collapse it overnight. And any of the big creators on TikTok that actually have decent content or are actually big on the other platforms, all they have to do is just move over. All their followers will follow them. They like them that much. I know plenty, I've seen plenty of creators that have got banned on one platform, moved to another, and their followers followed them. And they got big really quickly on the other one.
Well, there's a whole bunch of different platforms, right?
Well, not really when it comes to video sharing. I mean, the two big ones on the YouTube and TikTok, that's about it. I mean, Facebook and Instagram and Twitter aren't really the same type of social media. Those are a little different.
Hmm.
Like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter are more posting than a video sharing platform.
Hmm.
Can share videos on there, but it's not really designed for that. It's more designed for just sharing stuff like posts and different things like that. And Facebook was never designed to be a platform to, if you really look at Facebook's origin, it was really just designed for friends and family to stay in
Hmm.
touch. And then over the years, they've kind of integrated like, was it Facebook? Was it the Reels or Stories?
Yeah,
Facebook Stories or whatever it is. Instagram.
reels and stories.
Yeah, that's all they would have to do though to kill any app from there. Just block the money. They could do that without any issues. They do it all the time to companies overseas.
Primary drivers in our state are paying 371.
I mean, if they really wanted to screw with them, all they'd have to do is block Tencent altogether. The one that owns a lot of the Chinese stuff, platforms. That would just block them from making any new apps or anything else.
That's still near the 27th lower than last year. High cost of oil, which is hovering around $80 a barrel. Experts say as long as oil costs are still.
Baby, come with me.
You'd be better off asking Hodges for that, JDS. I'd
Yeah,
have to,
I was going to say, if JDS lived here, my brother does tires, but it'd be too expensive to send over to Canada.
Yeah, well, he's looking for summer tires for Canada because they got different ratings.
Yeah, but that's awful expensive for go-kart tires, isn't it?
Go.
185.60, 14.
it don't matter
What's the
what
Z
car it
rating
is.
on those?
What the hell was it today? I seen one of those English cars, the little ones. What do you call them? Mini Cooper?
Mini Coops.
Yeah, they've gotten big.
Yeah, street legal. It had on there street legal go-kart. Yeah.
Yeah, the original ones, the original Mini Cooper by British Leyland was a really good size.
Yeah.
But now they're absolutely bloated in terms of the size they are.
Well,
The
now they have
BMW
four-door
version.
ones.
Yeah, the
Hey,
original British
Dom-
Leyland one.
Dominic, do you ever see those cars? You might not even remember them, but I do. Back in the late 60s, early 70s, where the whole front of the car was a door and the
Yeah.
steering wheel was on the door and then the door shut.
Yeah, BMW Zeta was one of them.
Okay.
Jody, can
You
you
know,
shut down?
the thing is, JDS there, he wants 14-inch tires. Look, I don't think anybody makes 14-inch tires anymore, do they?
14-inch tires are pretty hard to find because I had a car that had 14-inch tires.
Or my truck,
I was looking for 180. I was looking for 185, 75, 14, and they were impossible to find.
yeah. Because everything
A
now.
185, 60, which is the lower profile version of that, would be even harder to find. Especially, well, here they are. But Canada might be easier to find.
Jody, can you shut down can he shut down YouTube channels? I'm gonna put a link in there for the one I want shut down.
Little Llama Lars.
No,
No, someone that can't edit 360 videos.
yeah,
Oh, crap, I gotta edit a video tonight too.
Matt's channel, if you just want to pass that link along to him. Yeah,
That
'cause I don't
that would be the ultimate burn for you to shut down Matt's channel.
know.
You could always go, I didn't know. I don't.
The only other thing I could tell you, JDS, is honestly, I don't know none of your tire shops are up there, so I don't even know where to look. I would look on Amazon maybe, but I don't even know if they sell car tires, to be honest. I've never
What
looked
side
online.
now?
They might, I don't know.
Yeah, she's just bugging the hell out of me today. So Dominic, how did your day go today?
Well, I woke up about 10 minutes before this was on. So
Oh, okay. So
it
you
just started.
got a good night's sleep, did you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 14 is for a bit.
How many,
Oh,
how many,
that's all
how
right.
many hours? How many hours do you usually get at night in sleep?
Probably 6, maybe 7 at best.
You know, when I was a kid, when I was 13, 12, I used to be able to sleep on Saturdays until noon,
Yeah,
all night long, and then till noon, you know?
yeah,
Well, I could sleep till noon if I stayed up all night. But
yeah.
now, as an adult, I can't do that because I'm so used to getting up early in the morning during the week.
Well,
Yeah.
and as a senior adult, Justin, you gotta get up for a little pee time here and there, you know?
Yep,
But like I get up
that's usually my alarm clock.
Yeah.
but usually I'll get up at like even on the weekends when I stay up till 1 or 2 doing live streams and shit, I'll still be wild o'clock in the morning.
Well, that's because your body clock is used to getting up at a certain time.
Yeah,
Hey.
Yeah, long time no see.
as much as I try to or sleep in, I can't. I can still take afternoon naps pretty well.
Ed's in the house.
Those are
Yeah,
always
I'm pretty
nice.
good at taking afternoon naps.
Those are always nice. Especially if Sarah lays down with me, I'll be out. She'll get into bed with me and get in my arms and I'm out. I'll fall right asleep.
Hey guys,
Hey, how you doing?
just wanted to say hello, guys. Let you know I'm still alive.
Yeah,
That's
we
good.
were- people have been asking about you.
Still alive. Here I am.
Yeah.
Hank,
How you, Justin? How's everybody? How you, Dominic?
Hello.
I'm good.
anything new and exciting in your life?
I mean, we got good weather, but all I can say.
That's a good start.
Well, it's not good here.
Well, it's kind of cold today, but
It's
it's gonna be
cold.
cold all week. Yeah.
And they're calling for percentages of rain all the way through next Sunday.
No.
Yeah. The grass is growing. Is your grass growing, Paul?
Yeah, it's turning green.
No,
Oh,
it's
that's
At least areas that still has grass. I don't know. The grass kind of died in a lot of places.
All right.
We got soaked today. The grass should start growing back here pretty soon.
Paul Hodges has been working his little tail off. He's got all his painting done now.
I'm gonna convert everything to Fahrenheit now.
I don't think so.
Okay, so
Paul, do you measure all your drywall in centimeters?
Nope, not a chance. 4
Oh,
feet.
what?
He does it? Okay.
Nope.
So that means that I'm outnumbered here.
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
So I've got to
10,000
take-
square millimeters. Yeah.
so I sent this to
Millimeters. Okay.
I sent this to Donald last night because these things are growing in our yard, right?
Yeah, that
Donald.
doesn't look good.
Donald's
Okay.
really big into planting vegetables and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is what that looks like a white onion, right?
Right.
But the thing is it has no smell.
I wouldn't be touching it.
It looks harmless to me. I'm a landscaper from years ago. It looks
No.
like a natural thing that is
But
poisonous.
I mean, hold on a sec.
That's the bulb from
But
it.
it's like this big. It looks like a big white onion.
Right. That's the
Yeah.
bulb
Thing-
from it.
Yeah, it's the size
It's
of a
probably a
softball,
natural onion.
but it doesn't have any smell or anything.
Well, sometimes
growing.
onions don't.
And they have patches of them growing. But he didn't even know what it was. He goes, I don't think that
No, it's definitely an onion.
it looks like an onion to me.
It definitely is an onion. What kind? I can't tell you.
Well, my thing is too, is they're not really been taken care of in the backyard, right? Because Sarah's mom bought this house, like 8 or 9 months ago. They were already growing back there
Yeah,
when she bought the house. So I'm wondering if maybe they are onions,
I think they
but
are.
they weren't pulled when they should have been pulled, and then maybe they're just no good.
Now, there are places in the world you can send this that will tell you for free because they
Oh.
don't want you to eat it and be
Well,
poisoned.
I'm not gonna eat it. Now, if I would
Well-
have pulled it, well, I'm saying if I would have pulled it out of the ground and it had that distinct onion smell, I
They don't
probably
all
would
have
have.
it.
I probably would have tried it, but because it didn't have
Right.
any
And it's
kind
better
of
to be
smell
safe.
at all,
Better to be safe.
it didn't, that's what tripped me out was that
Yeah.
the other one that I pulled up the other day, I pulled it apart, completely pulled it apart and smelled the middle of it and it just didn't smell like
Now, does
anything.
it peel like an onion or is
Yeah,
it solid?
No, it peels like it has layers.
It's
just
not like
an
garlic
onion.
where it busts open.
No, it
When
has
you
that
peel it
layers
back,
just like
It's an onion. Definitely an onion.
And it has the
What
brown skin
kind?
around like a white onion.
I'm not sure. Definitely an onion.
But when I cut the other one in half, it didn't have any smell to it. And that's what tripped me out. I was like, why does
Yeah,
this
white
have a
onions
smell?
usually don't. They're not really that strong.
Yeah, but if I was to go to the store and buy a white onion right now and cut it apart,
It would smell good.
It
You
would
didn't grow
have,
it in your yard, right?
but it would have a pretty strong onions. Be able to
Kinda.
tell it was an onion.
Just dig them out, throw them away.
Well, I'm wondering.
Right.
I don't want to. I want to find out what they are first. I'm kind of
They're
curious
onions for
about it.
sure. I think there's some kind of You know how many onions there are? There's 300,000 different kinds of vegetables and fruits.
But I'm just
Who
curious.
knows, right? Who knows,
Well,
right?
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't plan
I'd say
on.
if it doesn't smell like it, I wouldn't eat it.
Well, that's what I
Right.
said. If it would have had that distinct normal onion smell, I probably would have tried it. But because it didn't, that's what tripped me out. I was like, oh, what the fuck is this?
There are
Mercury.
ways to test it to find out. You don't want to go this route. You don't want to go this route. I mean, like personally, you can cut it, hold it against your skin for 15 minutes. If it doesn't make a rash, okay, you go to the next step. You hold it against your lips for 15 minutes. If it doesn't
I'm
make a
not
rash,
doing all that.
yeah, we're not doing that, right? No, we're not going there. That's not in Justin's world. That's not, right? Not in your
Like
world.
I said,
bro.
I cut one completely in half and
Yeah.
it didn't have any onion smell even in the middle of it. So that's what.
I'm sure
but
it is. I'm sure of it.
But what I'm wondering, my theory, and I could be completely wrong because I don't do fucking gardening by any
I'm
means.
very good at this. I'll give you my best bet.
But I have a feeling that they just weren't pulled when they should have been pulled, and that's why they have no smell.
And
it's not any
onions
good.
also sometimes will go dormant and not grow, or someone won't dig them, and the next year they'll come back because they come back every year.
Well, these things
They're
are popping up all over the yard.
perennial. They're not annual. Probably somebody's garden, I bet.
Well, that's what Don told me. And like I said, I asked Don because Donald Mudball, he actually has a big greenhouse. He does all kinds of different plants.
No, he probably
He-
knows that.
Well, he wasn't even sure. He was like, I don't know. He goes, the leaves of the plant don't look like an onion. He's like, but I told him, I said, but the bulb itself looks just like a white onion.
Well, onion plants always have a thin, long leaf like grass. It does.
Yeah.
They also always have layers like an onion.
What is this?
Garlic doesn't. Garlic has it breaks apart in chunks. And then there are other plants that have when you cut into it, it's solid all the way through, has no layers.
Who's
It's an
this,
onion.
Paul?
What's
Put
that?
who's this Hodges that you put in the chat?
That's Curtis's dark dad.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
his obituary there.
Yeah, I saw that on Facebook.
Well, I know
just want-
this is not a politically correct statement, but I was always told when I was a kid is that you could always tell a red onion because if you cut it, the center little circle thing was slant-eyed.
Well,
Oh my God, Dustin.
onions have layers. You know what an
Idiot.
onion layer is like. Nothing else but onions have that.
Oh wow, Curtis's mom is a lot younger than his dad was. She's only
Garlic
60
is
years
a different thing. There's
Yeah.
a different kind of plant that they fall apart when you open them. And then there are plants that have, when you cut through the root, it's solid. There's no layers at all.
Hmm.
Only onions are like that.
Yeah, and they make you cry.
That doesn't mean eat one.
old.
No, I bought an onion from the supermarket last night. Every time I cut them, it makes me cry.
Hey, there's a lot of snakes in Australia and Britain. I wouldn't go finding out what they are by letting them bite you. You know what I mean? Right?
No, but I was just saying, you know, that I find that fascinating. There must be something in there that makes your eyes water.
It's the what is it called? There's something in there that releases the toxin.
It's a
Yeah.
gas, is what
It's,
it is.
it's an aroma.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's very
a
much.
gas.
Yes.
If you wear goggles or so, if you put like swimming goggles or anything on, you won't have the problem.
Yeah, I had to resort to that because I was making onions because I wanted to cook some onions for my dinner.
Oh,
And I had to resort to wearing, like a pair of motorcycle goggles because I'd cut into it, and my eyes started watering. I thought, should I just continue? I kept continuing to the point where I could hardly see what I'm cutting. I didn't want to cut my fingers off.
There are certain compounds around the onion, in the onion, that when you cut it, release, and that's what gets in your eyes, makes you cry.
And what I've noticed,
That's got to be the toughest job in the world, to work in a restaurant and all you did was cut onions.
You imagine pulling them all day? Pulling them all day from the farm?
I was just about to say that, AZ David. I cut enough so that I put it in water, and that seems to break down the.
Yeah, water always does.
Yeah, and I've kept it soaking for tonight's dinner.
And that's with a lot of plants. Anything that's toxic in a plant, if you boil it or soak it in water, it sucks out the tannins. Almost same thing with black walnut or acorn.
Yeah.
You can make acorn patties, but you have to soak them in water and boil them several times to get the tannin out. Or they taste terrible. I know a lot about plants, boys. A lot. How are you guys doing? How's the doggies? How's the animals?
Yeah, good from my end.
How about you, Hodges?
Well, we've been going through a little bit of fun with Gracie right now. I think she chased a squirrel the other day and pulled a muscle in either her neck or her shoulder.
Oh no!
But she's getting better. She's on medicine right now to ease it up. So she's doing a little bit better. She's doing a little bit better again today. So but she's lifting her head up and kind of still walking gingerly right now. So.
I had to check in with you guys. I haven't talked to you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, somebody asks, anybody heard from Nunya?
I'm here. You don't hear from me in more than a month, you're worried. Okay?
Yeah.
I love you guys.
Yeah. We appreciate you being here.
Well, I just wanted to check in. I'm going to go.
Hey, Ed, you have a great evening.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Thanks for stopping by.
You're more than welcome, guys. Love you guys.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Maybe I should find a place around here that does plants and go ask them.
Yeah.
Take them one of the whole plant, the leaves and everything, and just double check them. Like I said, I can go out there right now and dig up 7 or 8 softball sized bulbs. Like they're not small by any means, and fucking things are huge.
Well, she's doing pretty good just to the west of you, Paul, around Lansing. Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
Actually, just about on top of you.
The weather is, it turned dark again.
Yeah, this, like rain here, there's London, Detroit. Well, you're right here, so it's got to be just about on top of you. But this is all snow back here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's the spin around from yesterday.
Put it in gear there, Paul.
Yeah, well, here, I'll go back to now. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, you're definitely gonna get some snow there, Paul. Well, it looks like my way too.
Freezing, whatever.
And it disappears.
It disappears about 11 o'clock, they said, 10 or 11.
Look at how it's wrapping around, eh? It's kind of wrapping around. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of people doing that, David. Gets rid of the gas in them.
Yeah, that's what I did last night.
Yeah,
Oh,
Supposed to snow right up to about 7 o'clock, they're saying here in the morning.
nice work, JDS.
I wonder why they were discontinued.
What's
Exactly.
JDS, he said he got some deal on some good tires, but they were discontinued. So I wonder why they were discontinued.
Oh, you get a
Yeah.
couple of empty boxes.
Well,
Or they're rated for like 2,000 miles.
yeah, why don't they come with a warranty? Look. I don't know, John. I don't know about you having a little dinky car like that. I don't think you're a small boy. I think you're pretty tall, aren't you?
Yeah, anything with 14-inch tires.
He likes to fold himself up and get in the car.
Yeah. Have to roll in, roll out, you know. Oh, Geo Metro's not a very big car. Not much bigger than a smart car, I don't think. Oh, it's rated for a wheelbarrow. Hey. Maybe Amazon's got tires there, JD. I don't know. Oh, I'm tired. And I got to do some editing. I said I'd have some pictures.
What do you got to edit?
Oh, I did that hockey thing.
Oh, the school?
Yeah. Then I probably have something for him Tuesday. I think it's going to wait till Wednesday now. Well, I got to go to West Lawn tomorrow morning. Like, really? And then I got to go back to Lobo on Wednesday, which is like 5 minutes from where I was today. Like, it was like 3/4 of an hour to get there, 3/4 of an hour to come home. That's an hour and a half just to put the sign up. And then I got to go back and get it again. So there, I got 3 hours worth of fuel and time and wear and tear and just to put up a stupid sign.
Why does Canadian Tire look like a freaking Lowe's or Home Depot?
Yeah, they sell everything.
Yeah, I'm like looking at images of their stores because I wanted to see what it looked like. And it says Canadian Tire, but it's a bunch of plants in front of the store. They're selling a bunch of plants. It's like, it looks like a damn hardware store.
You
Well,
don't know.
Well, what our hardware stores generally look like, that's what it looks like. It looks like Lowe's or Home Depot.
Hey, Tim,
Tim Jackson. Tim.
get the Australian flavor in here.
Tim.
It's a bad flavor.
Tim, is Justin really your cousin, Tim?
Hell no, he ain't no family of mine. I would have threw him back.
He was trying to connect to my family one night.
Yeah, I thought that was.
Yeah, right.
He was trying to get into that Stickley fortune, but
So how you doing, Tim?
Yeah, pretty good. Stickly fortune. Like first one to make condoms. Hey, Dustin.
also in a hockey arena, Canadian Tire Center.
Yeah. Tim Stickley Jackson, it could be, right?
I think so. Nah, I'll stick with Jackson. Thank you. No way.
So how are things going with you, my man?
Same old, same old.
Yeah.
Trying to stay alive. As usual.
Dominic is just getting rolling around. He's still in his jammies.
Yep.
I woke up at 3. Body clock.
Yep.
What y'all up to?
Oh, nothing exciting.
Just the usual. It's just been, the weather went from being in the 70s yesterday down to the 30s today. and
Hey.
with a wind.
See,
So it feels like it's in the 20s.
this looks like a Lowe's or Home Depot. This is
Hmm.
what our general tire store will look like. It's literally just tires.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's a big chain over here, Discount Tire.
Canadian Tire sell everything. It's just like Walmart.
Yeah, like
No.
Walmart or
Yeah, but there's a spelling mistake there.
Yeah.
Where?
where?
Didn't you see it? Should be TYRE.
Yeah, TI
Ah.
or TY.
Toyer?
Yeah, it's not spelled TIRE over here. It's
Yeah.
TY.
TYRE.
It's one of those things that you talk about, Justin.
Figures you guys would screw that up too.
There we go again.
Or they could call them lorry wheels.
You know, we didn't
You can
send you
come
over.
up.
You know, Tim, we sent you over there to straighten these people out, and you've done nothing to integrate it into the life.
I was gonna say, like, you can come over for 2 weeks, you'll never get used to the logo, to the language.
Lingo?
Yeah, you wouldn't. 2 weeks ain't enough. It took me like 2 years to get used to it. Like they say me instead of my,
Yeah.
just little things, you know, like they try to shorten everything down. Like
Yep.
my name, because Jackson, they call me Jacko.
Yep.
Or they call me Timbo.
Yep.
They try to shorten everything down. Bottle O
Put an-
instead of a liquor
Put
store.
either an O or a Y on it.
Yeah, we sent
Mhm.
Tim over there, and he ended up getting Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm. Fuck it up.
Started identifying with his captors.
Yeah, instead of calling them pants, you call them knickers, right?
No, knickers are underwear, like for women.
We call them we call underwear. We call them Reg Grundies. Yeah.
Pants are called pants.
Yeah.
Sucko. There you go, AZ.
Sucko.
Getting used to it. Yeah. You'd fit right in.
Here comes Chuck, Mr. Chuck.
Tell the girl to suckle your dicko. All right.
What's
up, Chuck?
Fuck me, dude. What's up, Chuck? How you doing?
How you doing?
Where's Lady in Red? Oh, she ain't there. Oh, you at work?
Lady in Red, yeah, my wife is ripping her hair out at the tax office. This is the day before tax day.
No.
Oh shit. Last
So
day you waited until last day.
Well, she prepares taxes for everybody, right?
Yeah, so that's what she's doing. I mean, I was
That's what my friend
just answering questions from other sales engineers at the moment. It's killing some time. Stupid questions.
Like how much is an air conditioner?
Like, why are there 3 pipes coming out of this thing instead of 2? I wish I could answer that question because I only see, I'm looking at an engineering drawing and I see 2 pipes, liquid and suction. I don't see the third one, but maybe I'm missing something. Anyway.
Would the third one be condensation, just a release pipe?
That's a good guess, Paul, but wrong. In this
Hey, will
case,
y'all
I'm
get
looking
off
at
of me?
Hey, looky, he's got his critters there.
what happened there.
Bo's like blending in with the background.
Oh,
Get him, bite him.
See?
There's
Wait a-
Bo.
still have water.
Ah, Bo.
And Tyson coming up here and attacking me. There.
It's
Don't
a grown-up
punch your
sippy cup. You got your sippy attachment for your hydro
Yeah.
flask.
Yeah. So what do you put in that? You don't put coffee in a sippy, do you?
It's just ice water.
Yeah.
Although it was christened with beer on Maui, see, because it's Maui Brewing Company. So
Oh,
What's the revenue,
Beer.
Hodges?
Huh?
What's Canada revenue?
CRA.
Is that like the IRS?
I'd
Yeah.
say it'd be like the IRS.
Revenue Association.
When's your tax day up there?
No.
It's the 15th.
Apparently they're going on strike. I wish the IRS would go on strike and stay there.
Well,
They can just
better
leave.
time to do it.
They
Huh?
can just piss off and get on a boat and leave the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, send them back to England where they came from.
Gotta keep the king happy.
Just saying.
So are you going to the coronation, Tim, or what?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
Hell
No?
no. That's like asking me if I'm going to church.
Honestly,
I didn't know if you pledged yourself to the king or.
if
I'm not
nobody,
citizen.
I'm saying if nobody has gotten their plans together to go to that 2 months ago, there ain't no way in hell they're going now. Unless they have a place, somebody to stay with, because I guarantee you there ain't
You
no
would have had
free
to-
hotels. Hotel
you have
rooms are all booked.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you have to book like the minute they actually you have to book before they mention it because the inside people already knew.
Well, unless you're a billionaire and you fly over in your private jet, and I'm sure somebody would put you up.
Well, I'm
me
saying
put
if
you
you're a
up.
billionaire, you probably have a fucking apartment or something there. Or a flat.
Mhm.
Even his own kids didn't even want to go.
Yeah, whatever.
Not into that. Not into that
Hmm.
shit.
Where's the coronation? Is it gonna be at Windsor or where's it gonna be?
I don't care.
I've never seen a coronation before.
Never had the interest.
Yeah,
Well,
she was
yeah,
queen
she's
for,
right.
since 1952
52.
or 53 or
52.
She was hot when she was younger too.
Longer than I've been around on this earth.
Yeah, I know, longer than I've been around, so I don't remember the last one.
She was a hottie when she was younger.
Yeah, she
Oh,
was.
I'm
I
sure
saw-
she was.
I saw some pictures when
Mm.
she was like in her 20s and 30s. Jesus.
Yeah.
She was a
So you
pretty
get to-
handy mechanic. She was a handy mechanic in her
World
day.
War II. Yeah, she actually.
Yeah.
World War
Uh,
II.
yeah,
she liked to work on
Very
cars.
handy.
She was a mechanic in the war. And a nurse, wasn't she?
Mm.
I'll go up to her and say, how you doing?
I mean,
How you
quite a bit of
doing?
the royal family has joined the military over the
I'll be
years.
back.
Tim would go up to her and say, "I got an owie."
Mm.
Yeah, right here. You kiss this and make it feel
Like,
better.
how you
Kiss this
doing?
and make it feel
Yeah.
better. How
Yeah,
you
because
doing?
both the sons were in the military.
Yep.
They're in the
It's a
mid to late 2000s.
You have to be, if you're royal family, you have to be in the service some part of your life.
You should move out to my truck. Get outside. That's what I'm gonna do.
Pretty sure you're brought into it like that. I don't know.
I'm kind of curious, right? Like, from what I've seen, apparently both Harry and what's the other one?
Charles.
The two brothers. Apparently, when they were in the military, bro, they did get into some hairy shit. But it kind of makes me wonder, though, too, is if they're kind of overly watched just because of their status.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Harry,
From behind the
used to
scenes,
fly
you know?
jets, right? He
You're
used to
talking
fly
about
jets.
William, not Charles, right?
Well, both the brothers were in the
Harry and
military.
Harry Williams.
Yeah.
Harry used to fly jets, so I don't know how he would have been watched. Like,
Well, what I'm
taking-
saying is like, it just kind of makes you wonder, like, even if they want to get into the thick of shit, if they're purposely like hemmed in from certain situations, you know what I'm
so
saying?
you're
Like,
saying that he wouldn't be put on the front line, per se.
right, then not by his own doing, but because they're afraid that something might happen to him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Right.
because
now
like,
he's
would
out.
you want,
He's out of the family. He doesn't get paid from them anymore.
like, would you want to be the commander in charge of the prince getting killed or whatever their
Nope.
status was? Like,
You'll probably never see me again if it did happen.
Never seen. That's not true.
Yeah, I don't know. But I do know he used to fly jets, so
what's up, Curtis? We were just taking a look at your dad.
Cyber Dreams, how you doing?
We were just taking a look
Curtis
at your
is
dad's thing.
in the chat.
what were you saying, Justin?
We were Curtis's dad's obituary was in the chat. We were all looking at it a minute ago.
I saw it on Facebook. I don't know what to say to people like when that sort of stuff happens. I'm not
Hey,
really,
I do have to say though, anybody who makes it to the either 70s, 80s, or 90s, I think you've lived a good life at that point. Like
Oh, yeah.
that's a good, because my grandpa was 81 when he passed away.
Hey, if I'm still sitting here drinking a beer at 80, I'll be happy.
I think anything past 80, I mean, is just, I don't know, if you're somebody that likes to see over time, not so much like Paul's attitude, or I just go tomorrow. You know, some people like to, you know, experience as much in life as possible.
Yeah.
So I think anything after 80 is just icing on the cake for those types.
Well,
of people.
I've got a friend that turned 80 2 years ago, and I've got a friend that turns 80 this year, and we're having an OBE party. And the reason why we call it an OBE is because it's over bloody 80.
Over bloody 80. I
Yeah,
thought it
it
meant
turns
to do
80 in
something about,
August.
I thought it meant to do something about medication or something. Well, I just picked up my OBE today.
Yeah, because I hate anybody who dies younger than they should, I guess. You know, it sucks when you see somebody that's like 47 or 52 have a heart attack and die, right?
Yeah, I know. I had a mate of
Or-
mine. I had a mate of mine die of a heart attack at 46.
Or even kids, you know, it sucks when
Yeah.
you see a kid that's, you know, 10 or 12 years old and they get some stupid ass cancer and they don't have
Yeah.
a chance to really live life and experience anything, you know?
Yeah.
My buddy's son, he passed away on his second birthday.
Oh.
Yeah. We sort of went off the rails for like a week. The cops didn't even care about what we were doing. We were just walking the streets, like drinking rum, and just we went off the rails for like a week. Then we calmed down the second week, but it still hits us to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah. That changed them. I'm 67 and go through 10, 15 ounces of cannabis a month supplied by Veterans Affairs. I'm 52, going on 52.
Yeah, well,
I like my
I'm
beer.
55 in a month.
Bro, he smokes like Mike does.
Shut up.
No, I'm Quinn.
Oh, Quinn.
He was literally on a
Quinn,
live
yeah.
stream not too long ago and he fucking smoked like 16
You just
joints
did,
in like a
just
half
took one
hour.
out. Yeah.
Holy shit. I've never seen anybody smoke. Well, probably Kelly used to smoke like that, but
And I'm all for
Jesus.
the legalization, like of recreational and all that. But the medical part of it has gotten way overinflated as far as everybody's illness is just, it's like some magic cure and it's not the case. They're
Oh, this is
allowing
a
anybody with any kind of, oh, I got headaches, so I want to smoke weed. Oh, my arm
So-
hurts, so I want to smoke weed.
So I got a question.
Like
They
I
legalized
just-
marijuana, right? They legalized marijuana. Like now, are they going to legalize? Does that mean that peyote's legal?
No,
Or ayahuasca.
it's illegal
There's
on
the other
some
one.
reservations. But peyote's not really a mainstream drug like marijuana. That's more of an Indian thing.
It cures
Yeah.
more than pot does. I'll tell you that much.
Well,
for
what I'm
the ailment.
saying is when it became legal in a lot of states for just medical, though, there was a lot of crap that people were going in for to get it that it wasn't really, it was bullshit. Let's just say that. There are certain things that marijuana is good for, but some of the shit people were going in for, they were just writing scripts for everybody. You could go in
Yeah.
and say your fingernail hurt, and they'd be like, oh, marijuana is a perfect medicine for you. And they'd write you a fucking prescription. That's why, like I said, I don't have a problem with it being legalized for, I think it should just be legalized for, personal use, period. I think the whole medical.
Yeah, it's like I got
thing is
this.
stupid.
It's like saying that I got this rash and I smoked a joint and it was gone in a day.
Yeah.
Right, it's not a one all cure medicine.
Right.
It does help with a lot of things, a lot of good things like seizures. People that have Parkinson's, it works really well for Parkinson's.
Peyote's really great. Peyote's really great for people with cancer. It's really, really good. So maybe that's the reason why they won't legalize it.
Like I said, that's why it just needs to go recreational.
Yeah. Pharmaceutical company owns the world. And that's a known fact.
But like I said, it's good for a lot of really good stuff. Like I said, I've watched videos of people with really bad onset Parkinson's, and literally they did the nose spray version of it up their nose, and
Yeah, the nasal
within,
ones. Yeah.
within 30 seconds, like almost 95% of their shaking's completely gone.
Yeah.
Well,
Like that's how well it worked.
They have that over here too. The nasal spray.
It works
But
really
you gotta
good
have
for.
you gotta have a what's the name? What's it called?
Prescription?
You've got to have one of those prescription sort of things for medical marijuana.
Medical
And,
marijuana. Yeah, you gotta have a card for it.
Yeah.
And if he's saying it lowers blood pressure if you're smoking it, no, it doesn't, because you're still getting carbon monoxide from smoking.
Yeah.
You're still
Beer
burning
lowers your
something.
blood pressure. Beer lowers your blood pressure, but the next day, if you have high cholesterol like me and blood pressure problems,
But
you'll know it in the morning.
But the problem is when you light anything on fire, it's going to put carbon monoxide off.
Yeah.
And so if you're smoking marijuana thinking that's going to lower your blood pressure, there's no way in hell if you're smoking it, it's going to lower your blood pressure, because carbon monoxide causes your blood pressure to rise.
Yeah.
Well, that's why smokers have high blood pressure.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, if you're taking like edibles or something for it, then yeah, I could see maybe it might
Yeah,
help with
yeah,
that.
that helps. Well, that's what Mike says. Edibles help it.
Yeah, maybe.
Now, vaping, I would believe, because that's water vapor. That's not actual carbon monoxide.
Water vape. What? Can't think of the two. I'll have a look, because there's two things in it, and water vapor. Oh, what was
I grew up with a vaporizer. I couldn't even go to sleep and breathe because I had the worst asthma. And now they're saying vapes are bad.
propylene glycol.
When that vaporizer was good for me when I was younger, now
Yeah.
they're saying vapes are bad for you.
Yeah, it's a combination of vegetable glycerine and propylene glycol.
Well, let's
There's
say
two.
Go
you're not doing yourself any good if you're wanna.
If you've got
Period.
anything with formaldehyde in it, there's the problem.
Well, like I said, you're not doing yourself any good by smoking the marijuana. If you're ingesting it other ways,
Yeah.
whether it be nasal, edibles,
Yeah, exactly.
vaping, that's okay. But
Yeah.
smoking anything, it doesn't matter what it is, you're going to cause carbon monoxide in your lungs.
Yeah. And that's why you've got to get the proper vaping juice that only has the propylene glycol and vegetable glycerine. Any other, if you've got any other chemicals in there, it's bad for you. But if you get the ones that only have those two ingredients, everything.
Now,
it's
now,
okay.
Mike, is it true that edibles lower your blood pressure? Because I'll get some.
Well, that's what marijuana does, lower your blood pressure, but I'm just saying smoking it like a joint or a blunt, you are burning something, and it doesn't matter what the product is when you burn something.
Yeah,
like
Mike has a great point there. Everything in moderation.
Oh, wait, Mike, does that mean that you got to stop drinking gin and I got to stop drinking beer so much?
Like I know people.
My question would be, what are the current percentages of people that use marijuana, smoke it, or put it like gummies or whatever?
Well, I don't know about that, but
I don't know. Mike just told me a while ago that edibles do lower your blood pressure.
But I had two uncles that smoked marijuana every day ever since I could remember as a kid, right? They never smoked cigarettes or anything, but they had a smoker's cough from that.
Yeah.
Because they were smoking blunts and they were smoking joints every day and smoking.
Yeah, but
out of bongs and
did they
everything
mix
else.
it with any tobacco? Did they have it raw?
No, but I'm saying they're getting the carbon monoxide. That's not good for your lungs. When you're
Wait a
burning,
minute. My grandmother lived until she was 82 and smoked 3 packs of Chesterfield Kings a daily and never died of cancer.
Chesterfield, Jesus.
Yeah, but that's
Never
not
died of
always the
cancer.
case, though. There's a lot of people that had do that, and there's a lot of people that had problems.
Because everybody's different. Everybody's DNA, everybody gets certain diseases. We all don't get the same disease. We all
Right.
don't get the same cancer. You know, it's everybody's different.
A lot
That's
of it's
like-
hereditary.
Yeah, exactly. Hereditary. I love when people say, "Oh, I used to do this when I was younger and I never got what you got." Oh, fuck you. You're not in my family. You're not in my bloodline, hereditary wise.
Yeah, but at the same time, you just have to balance it out, because if you're really good with everything and don't have anything bad in your life, that means what? You're just going to sit in a nursing home?
No, well,
longer?
why do you think that they get like 50 to 100 people to trial medication? Because
Yeah.
everybody's different. Everybody's different.
Exactly,
They're
yeah.
not just going to get one person to try out a medication to see if it's, it'll do anything. They get 50 to 100 people, and then they take an average, and that's when
But
you
you
get your
can't-
average.
Oh,
percentage.
definitely. Yeah, definitely. But
Because everybody's
you can
different.
over-enjoy life, and you can under-enjoy life.
I enjoy life every day.
That's what I mean.
Every
You can,
day.
but the trouble is, you can over-enjoy and do everything to excess. But at the same
All I say
time,
is like, if you're going to drink like me, make sure you eat. Make sure you,
yeah,
if you don't eat,
Say
you're
something,
fucked.
yeah.
That's what kills you. That's what kills you.
yeah. But what I'm saying is,
Dominic's talking about overindulging and
yeah,
Yeah,
if you
overindulge.
overindulge, it's bad for you. But
Yeah,
at
like
the
I
same
did at
time,
Christmas.
You've got
Like I
to,
did
you've
at
got to
Christmas.
indulge something, because life becomes pretty pointless if you don't.
Well, what else you going to do?
boring is what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying you've got to find the midpoint. Don't do too much, but don't do too little. Because if you do too little and you just here, just to phone it in every day, it's not worth
That's the
it.
same thing when you take a beer can and you go, okay, I'll get another one. There's a little left. That's like over Christmas period. I drank
I hate to
all
get
them
too
beers.
philosophical there.
It's like
But
over
it's-
Christmas, I drank. God damn it! I did how I drank over Christmas. I did 3 30-packs and didn't even eat. That's what fucked me up.
Mm.
So you
As I
gotta
said,
eat.
at some time, balance. You've got to find that balance.
Does that mean that I gotta like stand on one leg and then drink? Never mind.
The great thing is you're an adult. You can do whatever the hell you want to do.
That's what I'm trying to say. You can do what you want, but at the same time, you've got to do certain things to keep you alive. But at the same time, you don't want to be doing too many things and your life becomes boring and pointless.
I just put it every day above the dirt line is a good day.
Oh, definitely. I'm getting a little bit too
Sometimes.
philosophical. It's becoming too philosophical now, but at the same time, you've got to find that balance, because if you're just going to, eat healthy and do everything, what's the point?
Hey, I
What's
even
the
knew
point of
somebody
eating
that was.
salad?
I know a guy that used to run marathons. Fucking did. He was the fittest bloke I ever met.
Yeah.
He died of a heart attack.
Yeah.
So it'll get you when it gets you.
You can't do too much, but you can't do too little.
Yeah, that's true, AZ. I had a good time though, except spending the time at the hospital for my finger. But hey, other than that, pretty good.
But if you-
Never mind.
But if you have, you go through life, and if you have a condition that comes up and they say you can't do something, then you just don't do that. It's the same when
And I'm
I
going
had
to tell
mine.
them, and I'll tell
Yeah,
the doctor.
No, well, there are certain foods I can't eat after having a hernia problem and then having a diverticulitis. In terms of, I had a bowel operation. They said there are certain foods that you've got to steer clear of, or you're going to have the same problem. So I got a list of foods that I shouldn't eat. So I'm not going to eat them because I don't want to go to the hospital again. So
Well,
got to
like
you've
I-
got to push it to the boundary as far as you can.
Well,
without-
I've said that before too, that people will always, I've heard so many people in my life, they'll be like, oh, that doctor was a quack, but they don't ever listen to the doctor.
Yeah.
And then they end up having all these medical issues. And then there was,
Oh,
I had there was just a girl I grew up with that I went to high school with who had specific pills she was supposed to be taking for her heart. She didn't take them like the doctor told her to, and that's what killed her.
Hmm.
And she was only in her early 30s at the time.
Yeah. If you've got, as I said, if you have to take, certain medication or do certain things, certain diets, then so be it. But you've got to basically live on the edge.
Yeah, I'm one of those people.
I do
if I-
every day.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. If I'm hurting real bad, dude, I'm not gonna sit at the house and suffer. I'm going to the fucking hospital.
Well, I just got the deal of the century.
What's that,
Oh,
Bob?
right.
Well,
What's her name?
What's her name?
Or his, we're not judgmental.
Or yeah, we're not judgmental. Yeah.
you know that buddy of
That's
mine
pretty
in
important.
Brantford? You know the guy in Brantford to go help him with his model railroad?
Yeah,
He sold his house. And
They're going to buy his house.
he's going to live, him and his wife are going to live on the boat that they have up in Muskoka area. But during the wintertime, they're going to be down here in London, not too far from here. I'd be able to see them unless they go down to Carolinas or the Florida with the boat and just stay down there for the winter. Then figure it out. But anyways, he bought a brand new computer. He paid $400 for it just 3-4 weeks ago. Okay. But that software that I want for my model railroad, I
Yeah.
wanted to buy it, but I just can't afford it. So anyways, he said, tell you what, you give me $400 for the computer, you can have the software. Software is $1,000, Paul.
Holy shit! And it's already on the computer.
Yeah.
It's on the computer.
Oh, I thought you got his model railroad set.
It's going to Japan. All this model railroad stuff. There's a container coming Friday, and it's all being loaded up, and it's going to Japan. Believe it or not.
Somebody in
damn.
Japan bought it.
As you would think, though, they're fucking what they
I
do
didn't
over there.
know they were even thinking about it. They didn't both moving or selling. It was kind of a last minute deal, but he wants to retire. So he's gonna.
You could have bought their house. You could have bought their house off the equity of
They
your
could have
house.
just bought their house.
Yeah. But he got just a little over 500,000 for the house.
That ain't
But
bad at all.
Bank account that they're retiring. And I just
Well, they're
went,
gonna need that money. They're going to need that money for the boat repairs because boats aren't cheap.
Yeah.
To live comfortably. But no, that's good if the software is already in there and designated.
Yeah, you
Paul, and
wanted that anyway, Paul.
He did. Yeah, for like a year.
$1,000 worth of software, and then plus to get a new computer for $400. So I'm going to meet him one day next week, halfway between here and Brantford. He's going to bring everything down. He's giving me the monitors, everything.
Damn.
But the
Good deal.
software, like I said, but see the software that they have out, it has to be online all the time in order to be hooked up, in order to run. That way people can't steal the license on it. But
What's going to happen, Paul, when he disconnects it?
well,
And
no, it doesn't matter.
connects
Just
it up?
internet anywhere. It's on the computer. It's paid for. Yeah. No. It would still be in his name, but what I do is I wipe out the switchboard and the control panel and put my own in there, but it's still there. But it's the top of the line software for model railroading. And it does
And you
stuff
can-
you think about doing it.
And you can still customize it the way
Oh,
you
yeah.
want it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, you have to make sure you get his password and everything.
Or he just I'm going to give you all the numbers, everything.
And then you can change it afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not kidding there, Mr. B. Because I wanted to get a houseboat to live off of that. Because that would be cheap as chips for me.
Yeah. But anyways, he said to me, he said, I think I'm going to buy a plane. I went, what? You going to buy a plane? He goes, yeah. I said, what? You gonna go get your pilot's license? He said, no, an RC one.
Oh, okay, because I was gonna say planes,
I
planes
said,
are
"Yeah,
expensive,
drone is what
especially,
you want."
well, maintenance and the petrol you need for it too.
Yeah, but anyways, he told no, an RC plane. I said,
Oh,
"Get a-"
okay.
He said, well, no, because I have to get a license. I said, well, guess what? RC here in Canada, you gotta have a license now.
Yeah.
It was over 250.
Obvious.
So I said,
Obvious.
he said, what can I get for, I don't need a license. I said, well, as long as it's under 250 grams.
Yeah,
But
the small ones that are on JDS's channel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a Mini 3 RC.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
anyway,
Mini 3.
I said, they'll do anything more than what you'll ever want to do. But anyways, I said, all you have to do is go online, do a test. It's $10. You get a license. You can fly whatever you want up to, was it 75 pounds, 25 kilograms?
If
Or
he's
whatever.
living on a boat, it doesn't make sense to get an RC plane.
Yeah.
The drone, he can launch right off the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
sure,
we've
you can't, you
got some
can't,
really
put- you
good
can't,
house
you
boats
can't
down
put
here.
his railroad around the outside of the boat, you know?
Oh, you don't know. You could try.
That blows me away. He's getting rid of the model railroad. That blows me away. But it's a good thing I'm getting the software and the new computers. Well, because see, the computer I got upstairs for my layout and the one monitor, it goes to my trailer, here in about a month. So I won't have nothing here for my layout. But this one here, I'll have a brand new computer for it. Plus monitors and everything else, right? And plus I get the software. Oh, wow. Oh, Jesus. I don't know. I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around him getting rid of his layout, but he said he's going to Japan, of all places. He said shipping the container over and be here Friday.
I'm hoping to buy one of the Nimitz class aircraft carriers when they go up for sale.
No,
They're,
that'd be
they're a
great.
measly
Yeah,
200
wouldn't mind
mil.
that.
Well, they're a
Yeah,
measly 200 mil, so I figure $10 a week. I should do it.
And make your own island,
Yeah. Wow.
your own
Just
country.
leave that in the bay and leave off that.
Let's say I figure $10 a week should pay it off in what, about 350 years or so.
Just get a
I've seen-
99-year-old loan, and you're not going to
Yeah.
live that. Fuck it.
No, we've got some. There's a place about an hour and a half from me that does some really great houseboats, Lake Eildon.
Yeah, I checked that one. Stay on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lake Eildon all the way up to Bonnie Doon.
Mhm.
I can't
Yeah,
make
we
the
can
joke. I was going to say,
Yeah, we
I
even
can't make
checked
the
it up
joke
here.
about Bonnie Doon because no one's seen the castle here.
Well,
We're all
They'll-
going to Bonnie Doon.
well,
They'll drive it up
Don't
here,
make
dog.
the joke.
Because I
that?
checked with them online. They'll drive them up here. Actually,
Yeah.
after they build them, they can drive them up here to Queensland.
Oh, okay.
$100,000 comes.
well, at least
Yeah,
if you don't pay your
the
mortgage, you can,
houseboats they've got up there. If you go either Lake Eildon or Echuca, there are some really great houseboats there.
well, if you
Oh,
don't
you
pay your
should see the
mortgage,
house.
you can just haul ass with it.
Yeah.
It's like, catch me if you can.
Yeah, but see, Justin, up here, all I got to do is pay $20 a month. Mooring, and that's it.
Yeah.
$20 a month. And well, I definitely pay phone bill and shit like that. I'll still have my Starlink and shit like that, and I
Yeah.
pay for pain or whatever the boat is equipped with. Yeah.
Freaking FEMA was gonna give my sister a big ass travel trailer for the next 2 years, but she has to have a place to put it. But the problem is the damn RV parks in Florida, dude. It costs more to put your RV park in an RV park than it does to rent a fucking house.
That's what my cousin said because he was going to do that for his vacation, summertime and shit. But he's like, no, man, way too much.
Now I got a mate of mine. I got a mate of mine that has one of those really big caravans. He just retired and he's just floating about the state, going from trailer park to trailer park.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like here, your average for a month, you're looking at $3,000 to $3,500 for what?
Mm.
To hook up a shitter line and an electrical line? Like you're not using
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
half of that in utilities, but yet, to rent a 3-bedroom house, you're talking $2,000, $2,200 a month.
Mm.
Why the Fuck, would you pay that much to stay at an RV park?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
That's why I'm looking at a houseboat, but you gotta pay for them outright. You can't get a loan. Well, you
Yeah,
can get a
exactly.
loan for a houseboat, but but you can't get a personal loan. Personal
Mm.
loan, it's gotta be for, like a housing loan or whatever.
Yeah, you gotta get almost a mortgage on it, which means you're probably gonna have to have a certain percentage put down too.
No.
Why can't you get a loan on a houseboat?
You gotta buy it outright, so I
You
would have to
can't-
get
you
like a
can't
personal
here.
loan. Well, that's there. That's here.
But why,
We got to,
you would think the money lenders would be happy. They don't give a shit what you just pay them back and pay them interest, you know?
yeah, but
Uh,
it's got to be a personal loan, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but
Personal loan.
loan providers here are a little bit more strict.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah,
They're
they
very
give you a
strict.
rolling thing.
They just don't throw money at anybody. Well, they throw if you make a good story, they'll throw you money. Like I don't know if you've heard about Milk Run.
I think so.
Yeah, Milk Run was one of these Uber Eats sort of thing. One of the venture capitalists threw them $75 million, and they burnt through it in 12 months, and now they're out of business.
Oh shit!
Yeah, look it up. Look up Milk Run.
Hey, did you it was just on the news here. They just sold the first Chevy Corvette electric for $1.4 million down.
Now Chevy went electric. Jesus Christ.
All of them are going electric. The only car
That's stupid.
company over here that's doing the opposite and are still building big gas guzzling beasts is fucking Dodge. Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep.
Dodge Ram.
I don't.
I'm
don't
pretty
have
sure
a
they
problem
changed
with-
it from. I'm pretty sure they changed it from manual to automatic because the generation is too lazy to learn manual.
No,
Exactly.
all the car manufacturers did that because it's cheaper.
Yeah,
And
We still got manuals here. Still got
no,
manuals.
But
it's
it-
cheaper to build manual
I
transmissions.
don't have a problem with the theory behind electric cars. It's just when you're practical, because I had remote control cars when I was a kid. So theoretically speaking, if you scale that from 1/10 to 1/1 scale, everything seems to get lost. Because at 1/10 scale, an electric car is really great, as in the RC car. But once you bring it up to the 1/10, the 1/1 scale, where you can actually sit in it, that's where I seem to see the problem happen.
All right, guys, I'm out.
Hey, Justin, you take it easy. Are you going live later?
No, it's Monday night.
Well, yeah, but you usually got you got a
Ever go.
rigmarole there.
I don't ever go live during the week
Yeah, you do.
unless I'm on vacation or something. But no.
Okay.
All right, I'll see y'all later.
Okay, Justin. Thanks, buddy.
I'm probably a couple of minutes out because I've got to go and help
Peace,
my brother.
bro.
Yeah, and Dominic's leaving. Okay.
Yeah, I got to run into town. Mail
Tim's
something
got
out.
to run to town, and I'm sure Paul's got something going too. So
Yeah, a couple more minutes, but yeah.
What I hate about electric cars is once we get all these electric hubs like we did in Karoi and shit for electric cars.
Yeah.
You notice our electric is going up now by kilowatt, like so
Yeah.
much amount of
Yeah,
kilowatts.
because they'll push the price up because of demand. But the thing is, the infrastructure can't handle it. There's not enough charging points. Oh, Birdman will keep you guys.
Oh, we got 2 or 3 hubs now in Karoi, and we got about 4 in Noosa. And
Yeah.
now the last month, I think it was by 5,000 kilowatts. I
Yeah,
forget,
but you've
it went
still
up.
got more. As I said, it's not something you can charge in 5 or 10 minutes. But
No.
if you're able to charge it in 5 or 10 minutes, then I'm in.
Yeah.
1, the distance. 2, how quickly you charge. And 3, the aesthetic of the car. Because all of them are ugly.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just as I'm about to leave, David comes in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, David didn't come in. It's Laura.
Oh, it's-
Laura's using David's computer.
Okay, so it's Laura then.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Now
Laura.
we're in trouble.
Oh, okay, so it's a
David and
combination.
Laura. Yeah.
It's the combination.
Damn, you drink Bud Light too, David?
There we go again.
No,
Sorry. It was just right there. I couldn't, you know.
I drink the proper girly stuff. I drink Foster's.
Sick shit. Ugh. If you ever drank Foster's, you would never say that.
Exactly. It is possum piss,
Disgusting.
as we call it here.
Awesome
Yes.
piss. Yeah, I've heard
Yes,
that.
it is. Yes, it is.
Well,
Possum
luckily,
piss.
our Foster's over here is brewed differently to you guys.
Oh, okay.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, Mr. B said he'd like to get one of those new E-rays, but that too pricey. Plus, the electric is not for me. Not
Yeah,
my.
that's one of the contributing factors. Too pricey, not enough charging stations, the distance you can travel with them, and how quickly they charge.
You know, if you
Those
live in a
problems
smaller
come in.
country, like let's say Switzerland or whatever, you know, electric cars are fine. But in the United States,
it'd be fun. I reckon it'd be fun driving an electric car, the plug-in version electric. Yeah, let's drive it from Melbourne to Perth. That'd be fun,
yeah.
Yeah.
or
well,
even longer. You know, Tim drives it from Queensland to Perth.
But it's not a problem. if you
Exactly.
find
So
yourself a very long extension
until an
link.
electric car can do that, then I'm not in either.
yeah, I'll take an electric car on the Nullarbor. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
See how far I get.
You could probably do it, but it'd take you about 3 weeks
Yeah.
because you'd have to stop every 100 kilometers to charge again.
Yeah, but there wouldn't be any charging stations on the Nullarbor. That's
Exactly.
no way.
Not nowhere. Yeah,
Just get an extension lead. You'll be fine.
yeah.
Just get a generator for the boot.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you have to worry about petrol for the generator.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'd at least be able to find that.
There's no
Exactly.
petrol stations on the Nullarbor. Well, at the beginning of it, but there's no petrol stations.
I
Yeah,
can't
that's
believe
why
you
you
guys
gotta
have
take it
problems
on the
finding
container.
charging stations.
You also have to take a large jerry can full of petrol as well.
That's what I'm saying, because it's only one petrol station.
I've spoken
before
to Jerry. You
you
can't have
reach-
his can.
Then you reach up north and there'll be petrol stations, but shit, you got about, I don't know how many K's without no petrol stations.
Believe me, I've spoken to someone that's driven from Perth to Melbourne.
Screw that. That's a long ass hike.
It took them 3 days.
Well, when you guys get into the modern day, we'll let you know that charging is
Jesus.
possible. We've
I
got
didn't
charging
think-
ports everywhere.
Well, not in Australia. They're
Anything
really
we're doing
hard to
right
find
here.
at the moment.
And guess
We're
what?
in the modern day right now. Look,
If you
that's
go
a T-
to a charging station, you can buy vapes.
Yeah.
we can buy vapes here. Well, Queensland, we can buy vape machines and bottles and fucking everything.
I do have to ask though, why do all the petrol stations sell alcohol?
Not here.
Not here.
They sell
Go
everything.
over here.
They're not licensed. We don't have licensed petrol
But
stations.
I've noticed a lot of petrol stations are next door to a bottle-o.
Oh, it's close.
Maybe it's just where I am, but every probably 4 or 5 petrol stations that I've seen that I usually go past, there's always either a Dan Murphy's or a BWS right next door.
Yeah.
Just seems to be.
Oh,
Maybe it's just coincidence.
Well, the thing of it is your alcohol stores are regulated. Here, anybody, you can get a beer and wine license. That's no big deal.
Yeah. Generally here, you can only, it's an alcohol, you can only sell alcohol in one shop.
Yeah.
There you go. You want this Dom? I'll mail it down to you.
Is that what's it got in it?
Nicotine.
Oh, okay.
I forget.
Couple of years, I don't have a, my thing hasn't been used in years, so I don't know if it still works.
That one. Got a little one. He's so cute. He's a little.
That's a 15 mil.
Yeah. No, I got about
I don't
two
have
more.
a-
Yes.
I don't have an accessory to use it with anymore.
You don't have a machine. I have
No.
two machines, but they leak, and I tried to take them apart and
Yeah.
crap. Every one I bought, and they were like $85 a piece. I can't afford to get another one.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've got to head out.
Okay, Dominic, thanks for being here.
Catch you later, Dominic. Yep.
All right. See you on somebody else's show.
I'm on Lloyd's. I'm on Lloyd's at 10 Australian time, which is an hour and a half.
All
So
right.
I'll
You're
be
gonna
back
be on
first.
Lloyd's channel. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, tell my little buddy, tell Elvis I said hi.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'll say hello to everybody. I've got to help my brother out first. So
All right, man.
Okay.
see you later.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Peace. So what they do over there still in America? Peace, bro.
Huh. Years ago.
Years ago, yeah. Oh, good.
Anybody that says that now, you know they're over 60.
Hey. Getting close.
You're way over 60.
Oh, shut up. Pack it in. I had to take Justin's place. Everybody, I think I hear it all over the place in everybody's live. How you doing? Everybody's saying it. Like, what the
Should have
hell?
copyrighted it.
I should have patented that puppy. But I think Joey and the Fonz did. No, the Fonz did. Hey.
Anyway, why are you not being a traffic cone?
At least I got a job there, Laura. Thank you.
I have a job. It's a 24/7 job.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like the traffic cone just sits there. I'm on call.
You're on
The
call.
job got canned and then they put me on call. So the job comes in, man. That's the way it is.
Well, my computer desk, my big computer desk has been packed away. I'm now using this little one.
Fuck are these emojis? Are you on drugs, Laura?
Yes, she is. And if not, she should be.
Must be some good ones. Shit. What time is it? 8:30.
Why are you typing on the phone and then reading it on my computer screen?
Because I was making sure they're coming through as they did on my phone.
Yeah, she's making sure it comes through. You know what I mean? The same that it's on her phone.
Check your messages.
Check your messages.
Message me, it pops up at the top.
Pops up at the top. Did you have your tea and crumpets today? Today.
Tim?
Yes.
Expect a textual battering.
A textual battle. Yeah, it started.
Yeah, she's just messaged you.
I'm going to read it out to the public. Remember, I have your address, so be careful. Ooh, what are you sending
Oh,
me?
that's a warning, isn't it?
What are you sending me? Huh? Snowing here. Oh my God, hilarious, Paul. What's up, John? She likes her tea and crumpets and a little Vegemite.
We don't do Vegemite. That's Australian.
Okay, Nutella.
Ours is Marmite.
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 You have a little butter on your scones. What the
Scoons.
fuck? Ew.
Oh my God, what have you done?
Fuck is.
Oh, for God's sake, Laura.
Ew. I should show everybody that. You're a sick pup. Paul Murray, there is something seriously wrong with Laura. She is off medication.
Be
Unreal.
careful, I'll send them in the post to you.
No, I'll send them right back to Justin. They'll go all around the damn world.
Justin selling them old pieces.
Oh,
Wrong.
oh. Hey, they're kind of crunchy. I'll throw up now. There's something seriously wrong with that girl. I swear to God. Jesus. Lordy, lordy. Why are we looking at clouds?
You don't want clouds.
Are you that high?
Okay, you want to guess now what's racist?
What, now what?
What
What's
is-
racist now? Band-Aids.
What?
Band-Aids?
Yeah, because they're too light color. You don't have any dark ones for black people.
Oh my God. Oh, it's getting fucking worse. It is getting worse.
It just gets better all the time.
Well, that's like I said. How can they show a movie or bring out a movie called Black Adam?
Yeah.
Why couldn't it have been White Adam?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just kidding. I ain't racist. By far. That's going a little bit over the damn top.
But people got nothing else better to do with their life.
If they think about history, they would stop all this shit. They think about history and what happened in history. They would stop all this shit. Anyway, I think that David is trying to be at a rave. Did you see David at a rave?
No.
Oh yeah, I was a 90s kid.
Oh, you were a 90s kid. There is
Well, he was
seriously
born in
something wrong with you, Laura. There's seriously something wrong with you. You have taken
Oh,
off your med-
correct now. I was born in 77, so the 90s were my nightclub days.
Late 80s and 90s were my nightclub days. But boy, did I used to get in trouble. That was fun.
You still do get in trouble.
Not like that. I'll break a hip. Got kicked out of skating rings.
I did over 6 months, 7 days a week, going to night clubbing.
I couldn't afford that.
And you know what the best bit about it was? I didn't even spend a penny.
You gotta remember, in 1990, I had a family. I had a kid at home, little baby. I couldn't do that shit. Send it to my messenger, Tim Bob. You want to really see that? All right, JDS. Okay, you want to see that? I'll send it to you. Sure.
Oh dear.
Oh, my gallstones are going to go
Sure,
everywhere.
JDS. I'll send it to you. There you go, John. I'll send it
Laura's
to you.
gallstones are going viral.
Is go. Yep.
Literally.
We're gonna send them around the world there, John.
I had them removed in 2015.
And you still got them.
We thought we'd been there. We found them by packing.
You still got your baby teeth too?
No, my mum has them.
Oh, for fuck. I can't say anything because I still got my daughter over here, her first lock of hair. She got her hair cut.
All I'm going to say is
You're on acid.
I've got no hope of ever recovering from this.
Tim will do animal.
Well, that's what I said, John. What the fuck is that? The gallstone.
Pizzas.
Fucking sick, hey, John?
Get me a can or two.
John's like, what the fuck is that? You seriously have issues, I swear to God.
Is JDS on Facebook? JDS, if you are on Facebook, quickly delete it.
Yeah, I've been friends with him
Not
for a
have
while.
Laura.
You're not supposed to eat them.
What? Who's eating them?
Really? What the fuck?
That's it, exactly. He goes, fuck.
They were removed when my gallbladder was removed.
That's funny. He's gonna post it.
Dude.
He's posting it to Facebook. Fuck, that's funny. Too late. Let me see if you posted it. Oh my god. Give them to the dog. Ugh.
The world
Dog
is
wouldn't Dog wouldn't even eat them. I gotta get a bottle of it too today. I ran out of beer. That could not happen. My fridge wouldn't know what to do.
So, Paul, what's your plan for the evening?
Well, I'm gonna go pull up some more hardwood flooring tonight. I got some of that old, that thin hardwood flooring. But
Yeah.
the floor upstairs, part of it was just a plank floor, and the rest was they added some hardwood floor to it, but I can't match the floors, so I have to take all the hardwood out, put some floor on, and then put the new floor on top of that. Oh. So I got to do the same downstairs too, but I want to finish. I started working on the one upstairs, but I still I'll finish it maybe tonight if I can, as much as I can tonight anyway. But lots of nails when you pull it up, I'll tell you. Oh, Jesus.
Have you got the wood, the subfloor to put down?
Not yet, not yet. But I just got to pull it up, sweep it, and then, make sure all the nails are out. And I got all those little strips of, it's only a 1/4 inch thick hardwood. It's not the big, thick, It's been out there for 100 years and stained and freaking everything else. Yeah. The finish worn off here, there, all over the place. Yeah.
How are they doing now?
Oh, checking. 23.
Oh, well.
Well, Tim, you're heading to the store, right?
I got to post something at the post office and then go to Balo. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got my meat and everything yesterday.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, I got to get going.
11:43.
Okay, David, Laura, Tim, Paul, I'll talk to you soon.
Yep.
Bye.
problem.
Take care.
Hi, everybody.
See you guys
Take
later.
care.
Bye.